So again, we want to thank everybody for coming over here, but we want to make sure that people clearly understand what is happening here. That Andrew Brown Jr. was clearly murdered, and we want to make sure that people clearly understand that the family has seen the last 20 seconds of this video. For whatever reason, they choosing not to show them the entire video. The video that they even showed, they was already shooting. And his hands were still on the steering wheel. But for whatever reason, we want to make sure that this be watched closely. So that's why I even put up the numbers. I need to make sure that this number is actually set in there to where you guys can see it. I'm gonna make sure this number is there, and I need you guys to make sure you do something. I need you guys to do something, and I want to make sure that you guys clearly get this. I'm gonna put the number in there, and what they don't want you to do is call them, because what they try to do. Let me put this phone number here. Call, and you call that number right below there. You call that number and you actually will get a hold to them, and you press 1, you can go right to it, or you can go over there and click, I believe 3 or 4, you can get to the detective. He hung the phone up on me a couple of times because they know they're having an issue. But what you got to remember is this: it's just like racist people where they're going out into a jungle. In the same way you're going to a jungle, and what a lot of them do, they go into a jungle and they like to shoot different animals, and they think they don't want something. So they do the same mentality they do here. So they go out here and they go into your neighborhoods and they shoot one of us, and it's like they getting the prize. But what we want to do, we want to make sure of this. See, you make sure you call that number. If you refresh your screen, you'll see the number on the bottom, as well as once I go out of here, you'll see the thumbnail is actually showing the number. That number should be relentlessly called. Relentless. They can tell you whatever they want to tell you. You have all the rights in the world to call them. They can sit there and say they're keeping that for whatever. You have all the rights in the world to call them. If you have something to tell them, you tell them. The only thing you don't have to do is threaten them. You can tell them whatever's on your mind. They can't do nothing to you. But they'll tell you don't do this and don't do that, but you make sure. And if you see the number, I'm going to even quote the number because I see some people asking. Because the number is 908-558-2600. You need to call that number. Let them idiots know what's going on. Yeah, one guy, I think 2 people already. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, Deacon Q. Appreciate that. But you have many people. And some of these cops already called themselves resigning. See, but the thing is, systematically, how I need to go. 1, you need to demand that these guys, 1, they need to, if they'll take them off for, they'll take them off on administrative leave with pay. All you have to do is sit there. 1, they should be on administrative leave without pay. And if everything pans out the way it pans out, you retroactive them back, and they get all their back pay as if they lost nothing. These are things you can do, but they want to put them off with pay just in case, because it's one of them. So you call a spade, but they keep doing something like this. And same thing with this county is the way that they work. But the main thing is, every day should be that phone call. Every day. Letting them know, what have you done about these racist boys? Is something to happen to them? Or have you guys taken them off? What have you done? See, don't let them sit there and try to talk what they want to say sensible to you as if they're doing something. But we need to make sure that everywhere you go, because the main thing is, if you know 3 people, you make sure 3 people you know, call them. Tell them if they know 3 people, they need to have 3 or more people, call them. That phone should be ringing relentlessly. relentlessly. If they have to move it to a voicemail, that voicemail need to be full to where you tear it down. They should have nothing else being focused on where they sitting there, Elizabeth County Police Department. No, they shouldn't be. No. What are you guys doing? This is totally idiotic, but they're going to continue to do that. But what you do, see, what we got to remember is a couple of things. The same thing like I do in the back, but I don't do it in the front. But to show you the difference. The same when that black guy, he beat up that Asian lady. 100% wrong. 100% he should be in jail. 100%. I can't tell you what really should be done to him. Because that shouldn't have never happened. However, you see how quick, within 2 weeks, it was a felony charges in place if you do any kind of hate crime against an Asian, which you shouldn't be doing one anyway. But if one is done by right, yeah, it should be a felony by right. Do I agree with it? 100%. Because what you seen what that fool did, he just went up, and as she was walking down the street, minding her own business, he proceeded to beat this woman. And hopefully, you know, I can't say some things what I think should have happened to him, because he had no right in doing that. Same thing with these cops. They ain't nothing but racist. They ain't nothing no more than now they feel they can freely go around and do this. And then then what they do, they take them off. They take them off out of the beat, and they still pay them. It's like a vacation on your dollar, especially in that county, on your dollar. So we need to make sure we do this. You need to make sure you call that number. Actually, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to put it back up again so you can see it. But you need to make sure you call that number. It's 908-558-2600. That's the one you need to call. Press 1. Make sure you get to those idiots. Yeah, and if you're a non-resident, you can call them all day. They'll sit there and try to tell you all kind of different things. No, you can't do that. Same thing. I'm in Cali. They done heard me talk to them a couple of times. They done heard my voice a couple of times. And because what they're trying to do, they think they can moderate these calls. But what you do, you relentlessly call. This is happening where they think they can get away with it. So they're going to modify the video, but now they're saying they want to edit the videos. 9 other cops was there. Body cam footage, dash cam footage is there, and they want to edit it. They want to think everybody's stupid. So now they want to sit there, and once they try to do all the edit, then they're going to try to say, see what you see here, or they're going to see if they can replace it the way it should be. So if they can place that edits to where they can place it in certain places, most likely, if they can make sure they can get it to where it'll look like he was in the wrong some kind of way. Because the video should not even be touched at all. So the family need to make sure they have an expert video guy there. But I guarantee you, you need to see the original video as well as the edited video, because I guarantee you, they're gonna try to edit it in their favor. They're gonna try to edit it to make sure on their side to where they can sit there and say this was the cause of the shooting. And the family sitting there saying they watched it as they were still shooting the man. He kept his hands on the steering wheel, but they continually shot him. So that's why I sit there and tell people, sometimes if you can't be with them, yeah, if it's busy, keep it busy. That's the point. If it's busy, call them again. If it's busy, call them again. When you get time, if you're thinking about it, put them on. Best thing to do for everybody. Best thing to do for everybody. put that number and lock it into your phone. When you don't have nothing to do, call that number. Click 1 when they sit there. Are you guys doing anything today to take care of this case? Yeah, well, it's private. No. I'm asking, anything today, you guys taking care of this case? Well, it's to the detective. Okay. You transfer me to the detective. But if I don't get to the detective, I'm going to call you back. Because you work for me. I don't work for you. So that number could stay busy, call it. Actually, I should call them now. Let me see. I want to check this real quick because I didn't call them quite a few times. Quite a few times I already didn't call them. Let me see if I can get this to where you guys can even hear it. And here we go. Let me see here.
You have reached the Elizabeth Police Department. This is an emergency.
Let me
hang up and dial 911.
Yeah, but this is.
Press 1 for the police desk. Press 2 for.
Let me see here.
Please hold on the line.
We'll see. Yeah, see, you see now it's automatically hanging up. So either they got my number blocked, but they're going to make sure. I'm going to try it again.
You have reached the Elizabeth Police Department.
We're going to try it
This
again.
is an emergency. Hang up and dial 911.
If not, I'll go to one of the
Press
other ones.
1 for the police desk.
Let me see.
Press 2 for the municipal court. Press 3 for the detective bureau. Press 4 for the juvenile bureau. Press 5 for the traffic bureau. Press 6 for the record room and firearms clerk. Press 7 for the property room. Press 8 for the ID bureau. Press 9 for narcotics. Press 0 if you need to speak to a police officer.
I'm going to hit 0.
Please hold on the line.
So we're going to see here. So now we see if. Oh, yeah. How you doing? This is Elder Michael Johnson with King James Bible University. And we trying to find out what's going on. Because I see when everybody clicks on 1, right now it goes automatically or it cuts your phone off. But right now it's getting through to you. Well, it's getting through to you, though, correct? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me right now?
Now I can.
Okay, well, we was pressing 1, we couldn't get to anyone. But I see we pressed 0, we can get to it. So what I'm going to let people know is they need to click number 0 so they can get to you guys so we can find out and make sure you guys release that body footage for that family. Because for whatever reason...
You're calling the wrong...
Don't matter. We're going to tell you what, you can sit there and say that all day, but I promise you, you're going to get some phone calls. I promise you that. See, and he hung up. So what you guys can do, and that's another trick they like to do. They'll say you call in the wrong number. But mainly, that is a right number because when you want to talk to the police department, that's what you want to do. So what you do, if you can't get through on 1, click 0. You can pick somebody up. Because 1, they done already disabled it. So let me make sure. Let me make sure that 1 is disabled. Because if not, we will go through. But the same thing, like I said, they carry no weight.
We've reached the Elizabeth
Let me
Police
see.
Department.
I'm going to click 1.
Please hold on the line.
Let me see. Let's see here. Yeah.
Elizabeth Police.
Yeah. I see you guys back in business. So now I can tell people to press 1 again. That's all I wanted to know. So I can have people to call to find out, make sure they're getting about the. So you see how they're hanging up. That's all I needed to know. So you can hit 1 or 0 and make sure that you can go through. But this is the point. Because just like I said, they can sit there and they can't throw out a settled threat. They know they can't do that. Because if they sit there and threaten like, well, if you harass us, whatever, because it's not harassment. What you're doing, you're trying to make sure everything going. So that's what they're doing. But they literally supposed to hear you all the way out. But once I get off of here, they're going to hear some more phone calls from me. Because what you do, You literally make it only their job. The only job right now they're going to be dealing with is Andrew Brown. That's what you're going to make them completely focus on. Andrew Brown. Nothing else. You don't sit there and give them a chance to do nothing else. Focus on that. They can sit there and say, well, you got the wrong place. Okay, but is this the place where the police, they're the ones that actually shot him? So if this is the place where the cops shot him, then I got the right place. You don't let them sit there and take around anything that they want to do. You always make sure you focus on what that focus is. The focus is Andrew Brown. And if the cops that was there at Elizabeth County Police Department, they the ones that did it, then they the ones that need to be taking these calls. Actually, let me put this phone number up in the top to where people can actually get to it a little bit quicker. And that'll be a lot faster. So if you refresh, you actually see the number actually in the in there. But let me also put it here. Let me put it there. We got the 2000 because and we want to make sure that one. I put the 26, so we don't want that one. We want to make sure we save that one, and I need to make sure they could make another change here to make sure we can get it. I need to make sure that they clearly understand everybody means some business, and I want to make sure I got that. So I'm making a couple of changes here. But I promise you, so the same thing is, you'll see cops, they actually, once they rendered helpless, what they're gonna do, that's what they'll do. They'll just hang up on you. And that's even more so admitting the same guilt that's always. Let me do this here, because they don't want to deal with the issues that's at hand. So I just want to make sure we got a few things that we taking care of right now. I want to just take care of a few things right now, and I might have to wait till I finish those. I might have to wait till I finish it. Yeah, I might have to wait till I finish it. Oh, wait a minute. No, I can do it here. I got it. So now I got it. So that number is changed. So that number you want to make sure you call, the more direct one. Now let me put it back on there. And let me change it here. I want to change it here. 1 second. I want to change it here to where I can show it to you again. Because this is a better number to call. A better number to call. And so I want to make sure that we got this. So you just make sure you pay attention to that number right there. That's the number you want to make sure you call it. You make sure you call that number. And the biggest thing is when they sit there and they see that you call the number and they can't do anything about it, because you can call them all day. And I don't care what state you're in, what county you're in, what country you in, you can call that number and voice it. If you're out of the country, you can call that number and let them know. It's nothing they can do. And the best thing is, if the people out of the country, when it's night here and it's day in your time, call the number. Have your friends call the number. If you have to use WhatsApp app, tell them to use the number. Call them. Call them. Let them know what they're doing is not going to get away. Too, and those cops need to be, the ones resign. I can care less about them resigning. They should be going to jail. They should be in jail. Every one of them should be in jail. But they'll take them off and do otherwise. So the main thing is, we want to make sure that this is not going to be, Yeah, just call everybody every hour on. Yeah, exactly the point. Every hour on the hour. You call it. You call it, because that's all see, to sit there to talk about Aunt Mimi's cat is in the tree. We don't need to be, no. We ain't worried about Aunt Mimi's cat. What's going on about this Andrew Brown? Well, we got other calls. That other call, what's going on with Andrew Brown? We trying to find somebody who's going on with Mimi's cat. We can care less about Mimi's cat. What's going on with Andrew Brown? So those are the things you want to make sure of. So my main purpose here is to make sure they clearly understand where you're coming from. Clearly understand where you're coming from. That's the number right there. Right there. It's 908-588-2000. Call it. You can press 1 or you can press 0. You can get to them. They can sit there and say you got the wrong one. You got the right place. You tell them what is going on with the Andrew Brown case and why you guys will not show the video. They can sit there and say we don't have the right place. It's the right place. They just don't want to talk. So the main thing is, until they do their job, they shouldn't be able to do no job until they take care of this. See, because they can sit there and say that you hindering them from their work. That ain't hindering you from their work. Handle your business, because that's your job right now. That was their job, to have more than 10 police officers to go out there to this man that was unarmed and to unload on him. To unload on him. Actually, I need to call him again. Because just like I said, I'm pretty upset about it, and but I am getting ready to call him again.
You have reached the Elizabeth Police Department.
We'll see here.
Please hold on the line.
Elizabeth Police Front Desk.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys keep hanging up, because I'm trying to see what's going on with this Andrew Brown case. And for some reason, you guys keep hanging up on me.
I haven't hung up on anyone. I just started at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
But how may I help you, sir?
Yeah, okay. Well, how can you help us? We're trying to find out what's going on with the Andrew Brown case, why you guys have continued to. You guys want to edit the video before you show it to the family, but
Sir?
you only showed the family the last 20 seconds of the video.
Sir,
Yeah.
excuse me, sir.
Yeah, excuse you. Go ahead.
You're calling the wrong police department.
Okay, that's what you said the last
This
time.
is the Elizabeth, New Jersey Police Department.
Okay.
We're in the state of New Jersey.
Okay, well, this the one that they gave us. So I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna double check it again because it shows the other one.
Sure.
Okay. All
His
right.
phone number is 908.
Let me check it real quick. We're gonna check them real quick. 1 second. We're gonna check them real quick because it's in Elizabeth County, and we're gonna find out. Let's see. And they could be right. Let me find out real quick. 1 second. We're getting ready to find out. Two, 5, 2. One second. We checking it right now. Yeah, this might. Yeah, let me see. 1 second. Let me try this again. Yeah, we're gonna have to check this, but I think they might. Let me put this over there. I'm gonna put this one there. 1 second. And is 5:43:21. Okay. And we might have a number switch. 1 second. If you refresh your screen, you'll see that number switch. Let me check it over here. 1 second. I'm going to get ready to switch this over here also. And we're going to do this number switch here. Let me do this here. 1 second. And let me put this up. And let me take this over. So now let me take a switch over. 1 second. Let me make sure. No, not that one. Let me do this real quick. 1 moment. No, it's this one. That's it. So they can switch. I can switch just as fast as they can. And that's the number there. The new number update is right there. Let me switch it here. And the number is updated in all places. The number is now updated in all places. So if you look now, you'll see the number is updated. No, that's okay. We just switched it, so that's okay. That's okay. We just switched it because I just checked it. So that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna run through it. We're gonna run through it. And we're gonna run through this. So we okay. This elder field. So yeah. So they can switch it. They can switch it pretty much just as fast. So that's okay. So the main thing is we want to make sure that these numbers is going through, and so what we doing, we just switched it over. So all the switching, they doing it over. Cause first I spoke to somebody first, so now they saying the switch, there ain't no problem. They switch, we switch. But that's the new one that we're doing. But that one is actually pretty busy. That number is pretty busy right now. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it one more time. Let's see, yeah. So what I'm gonna end up doing, I get some other number. I got somebody who can get these other numbers. So don't worry about that part. Cause I got somebody where we can get those other numbers, to where we can get direct numbers directly to them. And that's the main thing we want to know. We want to get direct numbers to them. And that's the new number that's up there. But I want to get a more direct number to them as well as the district attorney. I want to make sure we get direct numbers to them. So that's what we're going to take care of. Because this here is stupidity that keeps happening. But the main thing is they will always try to get you to do other things. To stay out of, okay, hey, let us handle this, let us take care of this, let us do this. The main thing is you make them do their job. They need to do their job. Because the same thing is, and the reason why I would use this platform every time for something this heinous, for the simple fact is, everybody's calling. The main issue is, they know you got a lot of people is upset. They know a lot of people want to see what's going on, and they gonna have to answer to this. See, we have another number. We got another number that popped up. I appreciate that. So we got some other numbers that popped up besides the one I'm using. So we got other numbers because they have other numbers you can bounce to, and all we try to do is keep up with the numbers. Yeah. So So the main thing is, yeah, they said I called early, they called me back. Okay, so good. And so I guarantee you, we trying to get someone to call right now, but they got to watch what they're doing. But you make sure, one, you want to make sure they release that video to the family. It ain't much as it need to be released to us. They need to release that entire video to that family. Period. People saying, well, they need to release it to the world. That's fine, well and good if they do that. But the main point, the family have a right to see the video. We got Sister Sherry. Let me show that. We got another number showing. Yeah, so I appreciate that, Sister Sherry. Yeah, so I think that's the same one I have. Yeah, I think that's the same one I have, my sister. But I do appreciate it. But the main point is, that family get that entire video. By right, they should have it. But and it shouldn't be some edited version that they want them to see. See, that's the same problem. That's what got to put us in the trick bag the first time. They put out that slave Bible where they took out everything they wanted and they only wanted to show you what they wanted to show you. They do the same thing. Same thing, they took the Apocrypha out the Bible because they felt it wasn't needed. So they can only show you what they need to show you. That's what's going on here. So if they do that, don't you ever think they won't do this. And then they'll sit there and say they straight up front and honest. And that's not being honest. See, if they sit there and they tell you they're doing these things under God, that shows you who is they God. See, if you're going to do things right, how they sit there and say you're going to do righteous justice, the George Floyd case shouldn't have never went to court. If you want to do righteous justice, that shouldn't have never went to court. That's why I really didn't say nothing about it. That's why you didn't see me say nothing about it. Because it shouldn't have never went to court. What should have went to court was how much time was this fool going to get? That's it. You seen him commit the murder right there. But you had an idiot attorney sitting there telling this, trying to tell the world everything. This could have did it. 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 He's a fool. He's a fool for even because he shouldn't have even took the case. And then if he had to take the case, he should have got up there and said, "Well, I'll tell you what, I have no defense for this man. Only thing I can do is plead mercy for this man. That's it." But he's gonna try to sit there and get people to see what you see, but don't believe what you see. And he should have got first degree everything. This is the issue that's going on. So now they'll sit there and they're going to edit videos so they can show you something that's different. So I appreciate that. That's what I'm talking about, Sister Sherry. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, that's the one. Okay, Sister Sherry, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, my sister. So she giving you the address, the phone number. Actually, that's another number. 2191. See again. They bouncing their numbers. So now they bouncing numbers. It's okay. So yeah, but that's the main thing you want to do. You want to make sure you call, because they know they can't do anything by you calling. And you don't call an idiot department like they are and threaten them. You don't do that. You can call them whatever you want to call them. Don't threaten them, because they stupid as they are. But the main thing you want to know is what they're going to do about this family here. This man now, you got a son who don't have a father. I don't know if his mother's living, but then you have a mother who don't have a son. If you have brothers, you have a brother who don't have a brother. If you have sisters, now a sister don't have a brother. You got nephews and nieces, now they don't have an uncle. His friends, now they don't have a friend. And you have these police. The only thing they can sit there and lie to you about, they felt their lives was in danger. See, that's the only thing they're going to tell you. They felt their lives was in danger. This is the issue. So the same thing is, we become a target. Same thing, like I said, you can go out in the jungle. You see where they sit there and they go out into the jungle and kill all these animals as if they killed something that minding their own business. Yeah, you had dumb Trump's son doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing here. They're going out here and they shooting black people as if they are animals. So the same thing is, that family want to see the video. They want to see it, they should man up and show the video. Let them see it. So that's why everyone here can pass it to all their people. And it should be on rotary dial. Call every time you turn around. Let the family see the video. But those police officers should be, see, they want to take them off while they're saying why it's being investigated. Let it be off while it's investigated, but without pay. And if they come out that they're innocent, make it retroactive, and you back pay them. If it don't come up clean, now they can go to jail. Not that one, all of them. The ones that resign should be the first one going to jail. See, because I say the same thing. All you do is switch it. That's all you do is switch it. You put a black man in the power position of what that white man did, and watch how they sit there and look at it. They're gonna look at it with a critical eye. Talk about what justice is. But you flip it around, you try to push it away. So this is the thing. He said no. And listen. And let me tell you, Mr. Dumb Conservative, and it do make sense to call the police department, but that's why you're a conservative idiot. And this is straight up front, because the main thing is the first obvious reason is he was shot by a sheriff department, not the police department. Number one, that's the one they said that did it. That's the point. So again, Mr. POC conservative idiot. They the one said that's the one that did it. The police department that I actually pulled up. So yeah, no offense to you being an idiot. Because if you're an idiot, you're an idiot. So the main thing is and another reason why conservative idiot. That's why every time you call this number, well, you can't even get to them right now. The same place, you can't even get to them. Yeah, so yeah, but that's conservative idiot. And see, and I tell you what, Mr. Conservative Idiot, tell you what we're gonna do for you. I'm gonna do this for you, because I do this all the time. Tell you what I'm gonna do for you. In whose time, though you calling about Andrew Brown per the title. So let's do this. I'm gonna open up Zoom for you. Cause just like I said, I don't have no time for no games today. So let me open up the Zoom 1 second. And you can click in, I can catch you live. So let's do this. I'm gonna set this up real quick, and let's see. Are you a little boy? So I'm gonna set up Zoom for you. You know, almost everybody has Zoom now. So let me do this real quick. Actually, I'm not gonna even put the phone number. I'm gonna make you have to click in. I'm gonna make you have to click in. So let me do this. So right now, if you refresh your screen, you can click into Zoom. Just like I said, because Mr. Conservative, I like to see what you are anyway. Zoom, if you look down in the description, is a link. And I like to see who you are. So you click on that link, because I'm getting ready to go out. But click on that link, and I see you there. So the same thing is, we'll see what you are. So let me put on the link. And let me see here. And currently, it's not there. But if anybody see the link below, you can click on that link. So all you need to do is look in, if you refresh your screen, click on that link on Zoom. You'll see it there. You're more than welcome to come in. And as I said, and actually, you'll see exactly who I am. You'll see exactly who I am. But the same thing is, I don't need people coming in here where you try to deter things from what it is. So the main thing is, that link is open for you to click in to come into Zoom right now. See, because I can even go to Zoom and then I can click it and make it come live. So yeah, but for whatever reason, I see you still not coming in Zoom. Because I'm in Zoom right now. I'm in Zoom. But I don't see you. Currently, I don't see you. And let me see who is this in Zoom. You got one. I know her. She's okay. She's okay. But all I got is one. I know her. But don't see you. I'm waiting on you. So this is the issue. Make sure y'all call that number. Because the main thing is, what you also got to watch is, when a lot of times you have people who will sit there and they'll try to point you other way. Same thing, like when they put that conservative, it's letting you know where he's coming from. It's letting you know where he's coming from, right up front. Because the conservative is also with, what's her name? Candace Owens, conservative. She's a conservative. So the mindset is normal. But the main thing is, besides you posting here, I'm asking you to come back here. The only one back here is one of my sisters that I know. But for whatever reason, you won't come back here. But anyway, and Sister Watson, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Elder,
Yes.
we're gonna have to start doing as they do. We're gonna have to start getting these petitions together and going to lobby, because that's the only way we changing things. You know, they got kids lobbying and going up there. We to change things. We're gonna have to get together and do that.
Yeah. 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 You
We're
know.
gonna really have to, all get in this Zoom and get together. And even though we all in different states, each state from a bus can go and lobby.
Yeah. I'll tell you something else. Same as a lot of other people do. You got a lot of people where they have given to BLM, Black Lives Matter. But I'm gonna educate you guys on something about Black Lives Matter that a lot of people don't know. Do you know how much Black Lives Matter took in last year?
Probably $1 billion.
You are you sitting down?
Yeah.
No, I'm dead serious. Are you sitting down?
Yeah.
They took in $10.2 billion.
And it wasn't for us, because when that March 1st started, it was Black Lives Matter. And then they changed it for their agenda. They always flip the script, but we don't see it. We just go for the okie doke, you know?
But I'm just telling you, they took in $10.2 billion. 10.2 billion. And if most people don't know what that 0.2 is, 100 million each. So that's 200 million right there. What you need to think about. So the same thing is, when you have a place that then took in that kind of money, and they say they for Black Lives Matter, they can get the best attorneys to make sure this things could have went down right. Automatically. But besides that, the lady who was over Black Lives Matter, she bought a house out here in Malibu, with the starting prices at about 10 mil.
With some of that money.
With that money. And
Exactly.
she bought a couple other properties. I don't know where they are, but she bought one out here in Malibu.
We talk about this a lot, and it's just like you say, when we're in the class, we never stick together, and like you said, we won't come back to the Father. So we're going to be a byword and a Bible. What they going to do?
Yeah.
It's like the purge. We going to shoot you down in the street till we get tired, and what you going to do about it?
Yeah, what you going to do about it? That's the whole point. So the same thing is this. Yeah, if you don't see the Zoom link, that's Sister William. If you don't see the link, just refresh your screen first. Refresh your browser. And you're going to see it down in the Zoom. You're going to see Zoom. You're going to see it down in the description. But you refresh yeah, I'm messing up. But you'll see it just refresh your browser, and you'll see it. You'll see the link in the description. You'll see it automatically.
And another thing, you could draw up a petition and have people sign this petition, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people to sign this petition.
Mm-hmm.
And you send somebody to the lobby, and they can read that. You just got. I forgot how many people have to be on that.
I tell you what. You can actually do that and make a law in your own state. You know that, to where you don't even have to lobby it. Many people don't even know that. You can actually get it put on. You can actually get it put on the bill. I mean, on your voting, to where you can vote it into law. You can
every state. That's what I know
bypass. You can bypass everybody. Because right now, someone might try to make you suck up, or they might try to put some pork fat on it, what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
And all you gotta do is sit there. No, we want this bill to go as is. We want it to go as is. See, because the main thing is this. Same thing like I spoke to him before. I said, if you do this, I was talking to one of my deacons. I said, if they did this, if they sit there, if a black man is pulled over, a black man, see, it's cool about Mexicans and all them, but they have their fight, we have ours.
Right.
Stop trying to group everything together. See, because when white people have an issue, they're going to do what they do. Mexicans going to do what they do. Asians going to do what they do. When them Asians sitting there about what happened to that woman, did they put that hate crime with,
came together.
did they put that hate crime with us?
Nope.
They made sure them Asians were taken care of. You make sure you're taken care of. But the main thing is, if we get together and we sit there and say, if a cop is pulled over a black man for no reason, and they can find out there's no reason, he is suspended minimum 1 to 2 weeks. It's automatic, because that's harassment and that's racial profiling. So you're automatically suspending. Now, that don't go off his record. Don't let that go off his record through his entire career. Because if he do it again, it'll catch him again.
Mm-hmm.
And it works progressively. But now if he sit there and he done did something that was illegal, as far as, he done roughed him up or whatever, he's suspended up to 2 weeks to 3 weeks. Never
without
goes
pay.
With all this is without pay. And it works progressive. So now, if he do this again 6 years from now, guess what? That's still in effect from down there. That was still in effect. Mm-hmm. But now, if one to sit there and he done beat somebody, and it was wrongly, and everything was wrong, he's suspended for 30 days. But any other thing that he does, he's automatically fired. And see, what people need to find out is this: a lot of these cops that do all these wrong things. See, I'm just showing you. I'm just going to tell a lot of stuff that they do. If you give them the time, they'll give these white boys the time to literally get out of the game to where they can secure their pensions. You don't give them that kind of time. You don't give them that kind of time. You do
Just
them
like the two that resigned. How you gonna resign and you in a murder case?
Yeah. See,
That
guess what?
Itself.
They want to protect things that's there.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the smart thing to do. See, that's why I say, don't let the forefront fool you. The same thing like the lady shot the man talking about taser, and then shot him.
Mm-hmm.
See, don't let that fool you what's going on in the background. Because she got 26 years. She can't afford to, what they don't want to see, her lose to 26 years. Okay, but what about this guy?
Exactly.
You saying taser. Now you got 26 years experience, and you mean to tell me you don't know the difference between a taser and a gun? You gonna tell me taser? And I done seen where people of other races did the same thing. They didn't taser nobody, didn't even shoot nobody.
I seen the nation stand out in the street with a shotgun running around, and his draws threatened to kill everybody, and the police sitting down talking him down. If it had been a black person, they would have just shot him dead in the street.
It's automatic. See, seeing this down, I'm gonna show you the ignorance, which I don't get into, and anybody see me teach. I don't teach racism. Never did. But I'm gonna show you something to show you how we are, to show you who the people we are, even in the book. And I'm actually end up doing the teaching on that. It's in the Bible where they show where it's another group of people trying to blame us for doing something, for trying to take over some of their land. They said we ain't been more deal with y'all in 300 years. See, we know how to stay where we know how to stay in our if we had this piece of land, we know how to stay on our land.
Mm-hmm.
We don't try to look for other land. See, there's only one people that when they get this piece of land, guess what? They look over there and I want some of that one too.
Exactly.
There's only one people do that.
Yep.
See, when you call a spade a spade. See, it's the same thing. I tell you what, you own your house where you at.
Yeah.
Tell you what, have you looked at your neighbor's house and sit there saying, how can I get their house?
No.
Never even crossed your mind, have you?
No.
I can tell you who mind they do cross.
White people down the street.
They cross their mind every time. Why? That's nature. Same thing. You go right over there to Iraq. You go right over there to Kuwait. Kuwait wasn't an issue until they knew it was oil there. When they know it's oil there, all of a sudden it become my business. Mm-hmm. See, everything can go wrong in any country. We're cool unless it's have an interest to us.
Exactly.
Call a spade a spade.
It's true. I see it all the time, and I live here in Macon, and I know almost every politician in Macon, including the mayor, personally.
You see,
you think if I walked up to them, even just talk to them, I'll call one Al Tillman or any of them. I could just call them and ask them to help me with this. They'll turn their back, and they all brothers.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't want to get involved because it don't concern them, and they don't want to mess up their role, what they're doing.
Bingo. Now, I'm glad you said that. I'm really glad you said it, because I'm going to tell you something. That's why you see a lot of preachers, a lot of teachers, they watch what they say, and they don't want to hold themselves accountable. Why? Because somebody going to donate some money to them to make them shut up. See, I've been offered quite a few dollars many times to shut up. Channel goes up and down.
Like you say, you know what? You gotta just give your life. And that's like when I can't understand how the Floyd died. Now, if everybody out there taking pictures, it's enough people could have stopped that. Yeah. They can't shoot everybody. See, that's what I'm saying. We as our black race, we let things happen to people.
I tell you what.
Because if it's 100 of us out there taking a picture, why are y'all not coming up to that man and saying, hey, you must stop? He would have stopped automatically. You see what I'm saying?
Tell you what. Tell you what.
Shoot 100 people.
Tell you what. Go down in their neighborhood and let that go down. I guarantee them people be done pulled. I guarantee them people be done pulled him off of him. Guarantee you that.
Exactly.
See, and most people don't know. Most people don't know.
I would have been probably shot because I would have said, no, that ain't happening.
Yeah, most people don't know. That little Asian guy that was watching out for Chauvin. Most people don't know the reason why he was watching out for Chauvin. The reason why, because Chauvin is married to his sister. See, they didn't want to tell you that. See, these things they don't want to tell you.
But I'm always deeper down the rabbit hole. It's just how far you want to go down.
But more so, see, then she called herself divorcing him. See, this is the thing. Now you don't normally see me talk about all this, do you?
No.
But I'm gonna tell you a whole lot to show you just how shady these people. No, how shady Japhet is.
Now we shady too because we gotta stand up. You can't just sit on here.
Did you know Chauvin?
With hundreds of people out here listening to you, and only probably 50 gonna call.
Yeah. No. They need to wear that phone out.
Exactly.
See, when Chauvin's wife divorced him, see what they don't want to tell you. What a lot of people don't know. See, however they built it up, probably illegally. His wife took $700,000. He kept $400,000. He's a police officer. That don't ring a bell? That's weird, ain't it?
Yeah.
So she was able to walk away with $700,000. So is she protecting some assets? See, all this you gotta think about.
Yeah.
But they not telling you. See what they'll do. They'll try to tell you. Because I guarantee you they're trying to find some dirt on this brother. Just
like they tried to do Floyd, where he had some drugs.
Yeah.
You a cop. I'm pretty sure you could have just shot him up with something. Right? He's in the car.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure they're trying to find some dirt on him so they can make him not look such like a good guy. But the main thing is this: Chauvin is a low down, dirty dog cop. Is what he was. 2, 1, I question how did he accumulate that kind of money? because he don't look that bright as well as his wife. So why did they sit there and let him separate that money in the middle of the case? It shouldn't have been separated. That family still should have been able to attach to that money.
Exactly.
See, these are the things that they go on, but people don't look at. See, most of us can't see the forest for the trees. Sit back, think about it, see what they're doing. You'll catch it. You'll catch them. You'll catch them every time.
Every time, and that's with everything in life. That applies to everything else.
Yeah.
And I agree with you 100%. That applies to everything.
Yeah, stop. Yeah, people need to stop playing this game. And right now they're sitting there letting these cops get some stuff in order. That's why I say people need to be relentless on them. Relentless on them.
And I'm pretty sure if you really dig some more, you probably find in every state a case just like that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
There's probably one going on right now as we speak.
Yeah, see, and this is the problem. See, and the main problem is, this is why I keep telling people, everybody going to this Black Lives, and they done gave all this money. So the main point is this: before you give money to a nonprofit such as Black Lives Matter, you need to ask them, what are they doing with that money? What is that money allocated to? Nobody asked them that. They have $10.2 billion they accumulated within a 6-month period. Think about that. Did you know Bill Gates gave them $1 billion? Do anybody know that? Well, you already know, but you already know. I'm a dig. When I want
for black people, should have popped your eyes open right there.
Yeah, but most people don't even know. If I'm gonna check you all the way through.
Follow the money. That's what they always say.
All you gotta do is follow the money. How is Bill Gates, a software developer who stole it from Apple, all of a sudden he is into designer drugs?
Exactly.
That don't raise anybody awareness.
It's just like Morehouse and Spelman College is supposed to be a black organization, but it's run by the Rockefeller Foundation. This is a black college.
Yeah.
Black colleges. I'm talking about people think they're run by black people, but it's the Rockefeller Foundation owns them colleges. You can look it up for yourself.
Well, I'll tell you what, I didn't say it because I could have told you a while back, but I didn't say it. But that's why I don't push those.
And Morehouse got more gay people in there than you could call it gay Morehouse College.
Yeah, bingo. Yeah, I appreciate you,
I
my
live in
sister.
Georgia, believe me, Elder. It's a lot.
Oh yeah.
And your wife, I know a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, my wife, she when we go down there, she goes over because she graduated from out here. She graduated from out here, but when she's down there, she'll try to support them. She'll try to go buy sweatshirts and stuff like that. And she see that. She see the same. Yeah, she see the same thing. She didn't do it the last time. But she normally try to, she'll try to support, and she's a free-hearted type person to where she'll try to, do her part. Yeah, she'll try to do her little part and everything, and she'll sit there and she'll call her sisters, and I'm sitting right there watching her in the place. She'll say, hey, she'll call her sister, hey, will you guys want a hat? You want a sweatshirt? You want? She does these things. But shouldn't be supporting them at all.
Nope.
At all. Same thing. Like Black Lives Matter.
Don't any place you find out, like you said, follow the money.
That's all you gotta do.
Who owns that company?
Yep.
I try to deal with black businesses only.
Yeah.
And we can do that because there are a lot of black hair care people out there, and there's a lot of stuff that we can do for ourselves.
Yeah. Well, same thing. Hair care. Try to get some black people. Do you know who running? Let's look at it this way.
Chinese run that.
Black people in America. Chinese. Black people in America. We spend. This is what we spend every year. $1 trillion. Every year.
Yeah.
$1 trillion. The worst part is, in the hair care market, we spend $1 billion in the hair care market alone that we don't control.
And we never will, because they said they will not sell.
Guess
to
what?
us.
Guess what? Guess what? All you gotta do, black people, just cut them off. That's all they gotta do. Cut them off.
They're not gonna do that. That's just like nails and pedicures.
Cut it.
Can I say something real quick? I'm a hairstylist.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Sister Sherry. Yeah,
There
go.
has been basically a war between the Koreans and the Chinese for years, basically over our database. They have locked us out of the industry that we basically finance in regards to beauty supplies, the hair. So the Chinese have the receptacles, meaning whatever your product is held in.
Mm-hmm.
And the Koreans have the hair. And they even have covenants where certain brands of hair can't be sold in a certain mile radius. I think that's how that goes. A certain mile radius where if you're not in their covenant, you don't get to sell that brand.
And that's true. I know that for a fact.
And then they also have it whereas, and I know this for sure. I don't shop in their stores because I pretty much try to do black owned, and I work with Design Essentials as an international educator for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's to the point where they backdoor with getting black owned hair care companies in their stores on their shelves. Sometimes it is the product, sometimes it's not the product. One of the black owned distributors, Influence, if he finds out his product is on the shelf, he go in there with a box and a check and take everything off the shelf.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm gonna share something with you. I used to stay in well, most of you guys don't know where California, but in California, I used to stay in Altaloma. In Altaloma is a kind of uppity place, you know, but that's just what it is, just more uppity place. So what happened on this particular street? They closed up. It was a Vons on one side of the street. On the other side, it was an Alpha Beta. Vons closed up. They was moved because they was reorganizing their stores, changing their names, doing all this stuff. So this market called Superior, which is pretty prominent in LA, decided they're gonna put their store in Altaloma. This is back in the late 90s. Now, over there at the time, it was probably 10-12% blacks. The rest was majority whites and mixed in with some Asian. But I say the whites was more than 80%. Everything else was kind of mixed with everybody else. They put that market there. Superior market, Mexican market. And they sell everything, but they more geared to Latino products. For 6 months, I used to have to pass by that place every day to get on the freeway. Every day, I seen about 6 cars. People that work in there. I never seen one car other than those cars parked there for 6 months. They put them out of business. Why did I tell you that? For the simple fact is, the people in that community was letting them know, you're not selling nothing here. Nothing.
And pretty much that's across the board, because you can go into any basically European neighborhood. You're not going to find a beauty supply. You're not going to find their stores. You're not even going to find a Chinese food restaurant.
They don't want you there.
You don't go into the city to find that.
Yeah, if they don't want you there, they will not support it. But what we'll do, what they do is, I wish I had, well, I got Brother Black, because I know he's not in this country, but I wish I had Brother Matthew on here. The reason why, it's the same thing. Have you ever seen where they dig for gold?
And seen the documentary.
Okay, where they're going to these places, they'll just dig for gold, and then when they can't find nothing to dig too far there, they'll pick up and they'll move it over. What they do, they go into your black area, Because they treat you like nothing. They go into your black area, they set up business, and they keep digging for gold. And it's just a gold mine for them. They'll come there and just do what they want to do. And they just getting the gold out, and then we'll sit there. First thing we complain about, nothing going on in our community. They're not building up our community. They're not doing anything to our community. But guess what? That money goes into their pocket, goes into their community. You're the goal. The same thing like what they did right here with this brother right here, Andrew Brown. They go into our community, feel they can take him out as if he was a water buffalo, as a prize subject. It's no difference. It's no different. But people need to really pay attention to what's going on. That's why I sit there and say, what we need to do is make sure this brother here, his family, see, because most people saying release the video. No, this family need to see that entire video because they want to see it. Show them the video. See, if cops say who they are, they wouldn't have no problem showing the video. They wouldn't have none.
They better have a good attorney, and it looks like any attorney would grab that case, a good attorney, because they know they're gonna get paid.
Well, see, but guess what? You go right back to the Black Lives Matter people. They got $10.2 billion. You think about it, they can buy a lot of firepower. But she more worried about that house up in Malibu. That's why I say you have to watch who you give your money to. Same thing people like to give to them. People give to what's that other one? March of Dimes. 15 cents on every dollar goes to that child. 15 cents.
Mm-hmm.
But people will give to that. We don't even know how stupid that is.
I've been knew how stupid that was because all these years you haven't cared back.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well, same thing. They give to the American Cancer Society.
Done with that too.
Yeah. Elder T. Elder T.
Yeah, can you hear me on the show?
Yeah. Because I'm gonna
I
check
just
this
sent you
one.
a link in dealing with that the female with Black Lives Matter. It might be on your phone or your computer. All the money that she has taken, all the homes she owned all over the United States. I just sent you a link, a YouTube link.
Yeah. See, because I don't know if I can show it. Let me.
No, you don't have to. You don't. It's up to you. You want to show it. But I just sent you.
Yeah. But what it? Yeah, she is getting into. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. I see it here.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Oh yeah, I got it here.
Married too.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. 1 second. And yeah, it's saying Black Lives Matter founder. Yeah, exposed herself with a rich lifestyle. Yeah, this is. Oh yeah, it's 15 minutes. I wish I sure would show it. Man, I need to put. Yeah, I sure love to show this one because it's showing Black Lives founder Patrice Khan exposed herself with rich lifestyle. Exactly the point. Yeah, it's in. Yeah, that's. But the main thing is this. If it's a Black Lives Matter, in the same thing, you can take money. Okay, same thing like I tell people. Same thing you see me in the back, because I tell you in the back, I tell you in the front. If I give to St. Jude's. St. Jude's help black people as well as other people. So I got to take the good with the bad on that one. I got to take that hit. The reason why, because I had a friend who had a child. And if it wasn't for that hospital, that child would be dead. But what St. Jude did is took him in and took this child. And the reason I give to St. Jude, when he walked out of there, his bill was $0. And that child was in there for a couple of months. This is, and he's a brother. They do blacks, they do whites, they do Mexicans, they do Asians. They don't care what they was. And they didn't see no difference with him. So on that, for my people to be helped, they helping everyone. So for my people to be helped, when I give it, I know still if my people go there, I know my people can still be helped there because they're not discriminating. They just, hey, you bring a child in here, we're going to help the child. Now, I can care less if they're giving the doctor $14 million a year. I don't care what they're giving them. The point is this: that child get top service, and that child get healed. So whatever whatever giving the doctor, I can care less. Because guess what? That child is being helped. You don't see them out there begging, oh, please, 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 please. You don't see them doing that. Black Lives Matter doing it. March of Dimes doing it. Everybody else doing it. St. Jude just do what they do. So how would I have a problem with them? And they helping my people. Because I'm going to tell you, see, a couple of things. One, the brother wasn't from this country. And he has shared that with me. Two, he was here illegally. He's legal now. The brother from Belize. His wife was from here. But they took that child. They took it to a couple other places that couldn't do anything. Then he couldn't afford a lot of places, this and that. He didn't know what to do. And somebody said, take it to St. Jude. And he was scared to take him because he just knew they were going to get turned away. And it's a good hospital out there, close to where he was. Took it there. They took that child. Didn't ask him nothing. He got the bill. It was zero. Zero. He just knew it was going to be few $100,000 on me. He already told me himself. He was already planning on he gonna be paying for this for the rest of his life. That was already set in his mind. And I never looked at St. Jude on anything. His bill was zero. That made me look at St. Jude. Let me see what's going on with St. Jude. They do everybody like that. So I want to give some money. I give it to them. I give it to them. Why? Because I know if some of my people have to go in there, they got a child, I know that child will get help. They're going to get the best care. On top of that, guess what? That parent don't get no bail. Black Lives Matter, she's sitting there, where is she right now? Black Lives Matter should have been all over this. So I don't know. You know, this is the thing where everybody got to be on this. You know, you got to sit there and stop playing this game, you know, this charade game. You sit there, same thing like Sister Sherry saying, you know, the same thing is, you know, sometimes we got to go that extra mile to deal with just black people. Sometimes you got to do that extra mile. Sometimes you got to pay that extra $1. Why? She got to pay an extra $1 to get it because they're gonna lock her out the game. But when you cut them off, see, the main thing is they come in our own community and they'll sit there and say some of the same epithet. What's up, man? What's up, bro? What's up, homie? And you think he's cool with you. He only doing that because you get ready to spend some money. Cut him off. It's that simple. It's that simple. Cut them off. Tell your kids, you know, your kids want to sit there and do all this. Cut them off. And they're going to start begging you more. See, you can do more effective stuff if we stuck together. If everybody, all the blacks was together, I can show you some effective things you can do. You can shut down some stuff so quick it's unreal. If you had people to where you know some of your main places was gas stations. Sit there and say, well, I'll tell you what, y'all don't want to get right, tell you what, black people ain't going to buy gas from Arco for the next 2 years. I promise you they going to get right. Don't buy gas from them. Go get gas somewhere else. You got to remember, we are a $1 trillion industry. We spend more money than anybody else. And leverage none of it. Leverage none of it. I'm talking about it really comes to appalling to where we want to sit there and think that we carry all this kind of weight and use none of it.
Oh, we got a fool in the chat.
Yeah.
We have a fool in the chat.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a he or a she, but whatever it is, tell them to come in the back.
Yeah, what is?
Easy.
Easy? Where's Easy at? Let me see. Because if I don't see Easy, I don't see Easy, yeah. Yeah, so Easy, well, I tell you what, if Easy don't come in the back within the next minute or so, you already know what to do. You already know what to do. So that's the thing. So, but you got a lot of people like to stay in Easy Talk. Yeah, so you got a lot of people who will sit there. They like to talk, but then when it comes time to where they come in the back to how you can talk to me, that's where it shows who's real and who's not. That's why a lot of times when we sit there and we teach in the front, and then people have everything to say, then you tell them coming back, either something's wrong with their phone. Remember the one guy said his phone didn't work, his mic didn't work, his camera didn't work. I forgot that brother we talked to, and all these problems he had, but he was able to chat. He can chat to you, but he can't do all these things. But that just lets you.
Look what you're a fool because basically you don't understand what this channel is about.
Yeah,
that's why you're a fool.
Yeah.
She's falling right back in your master's
So yeah, all you gotta do is do this. I don't know why you ain't did it. Simple. Done thing. So the main thing is, people like that, you allow them to be other places. I don't have the time for it. So, just like I said, they can't come in the back. Ain't no reason for them to sit there and even talk. Because I open the platform up. Everybody can talk. Come back here. You want to stay in there? Okay, there ain't no reason to stay right there. Because this forum is open. The same thing with the other guy. Kid came back here, but you see he didn't come back here. But the main thing is, still, everybody need to be calling. See, that's the main point. Everybody need to be calling. Because the main thing is, if that was your brother, your father, your uncle, your friend, you want somebody to make sure that, and I'm talking about the family sitting there telling you right up front, when they came out from the video viewing area, sitting there saying, they showed it, when they already showed the video, they was already shooting. So it was something even before then. I guess they didn't want you to see where he didn't do anything, and they just started shooting. That's the only thing that I can see. If they're gonna show you the video of them already shooting him, and they don't want to show you before then, evidently they don't want you to see the beginning, because if you see the beginning, you'll see there was more wrong there because they just started shooting with no cause whatsoever. So it's easier for us to show you already shooting, and then they can try to sit there and then try to lie everything away. But then the second part is they telling you they have to edit the video before they show it to you. See, that's what I say. I'll call the number and let them know. See, and right now they trying to run people around through all these different numbers. Oh no, this the number, this the number. No, we changing up. No, this the number. They're trying to run people around. They keep playing this little, so they want to play these little games. But people need to stop playing these little games with them. They sit there and they done told many of our people, they'll sit there and the first thing they try to do, they'll try to get you into all kind of accusations and all kind of altercations to do things, to where they can show you reasons why we're going to do it. You got people out there, it's going to be a race war. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. Why do you think they do that? So they can have a reason to do something. That's the main reason why. The only thing I tell anybody, you protect yourself. See, and the same thing is, when most of these police comes to your house, the first thing they want to do is do what? Oh, can we come in? Hell no, you can't come in. In fact, get off my property. Stop playing these games with them. They have no reason to sit there to play these little dumb games. But you have every right to sit there to question every bit of it on what they do. Because this here, I'm talking about these cops here, they sitting there and now they want to sit there and say they gotta go through all these avenues for the family to see it. For them to see a video And all you gotta do is show it. All you gotta do is just show the video. But they'll get to the court case, and then they'll try to explain it away. Same as they did Rodney King. Oh, they hitting the man with a dang metal baton. And they talking about, see, combative move. See, right there, hitting him. Oh, as soon as his arm moved, oh, that was a combative move. And you got 12 stupid white people sitting there saying, no, he's not. Those cops are not guilty. All you had to do is switch it. Put a white man there. I guarantee they would have seen it differently. Put your child there. I guarantee they would have seen it differently. So that's why I said people have a problem when they want to see something fairness. See, fairness is fairness. That's why people even have a problem even with me per se. Because when I teach in the back, I teach in the back, and I teach Israel. They have a problem with that. Don't think they don't have a problem with it, because they have a serious problem with it. Because one, my letters, from what I know, didn't come through them. So can't none of them put a name sitting there saying, well, he came through here or he came through there. He got his degree on what he does from us. They can't do that. So they got an issue with that. That's the main issue that they have with me. Because they said where he know his letters from, we didn't give him those. So they got an issue. And they know every one of them. They can put any one of their dumb preachers they want in front of me. And they tried it. Never came out good for them. Why? Because all of them teach theology. As soon as you teach theology, you lose as soon as you come into me. Because the only thing they want to do is, they're going to try to say, what book is this? Who they going to base it on this? Who they going to base it on that? But my letters didn't come through them. Then some of them, years ago, they used to try to tie me to, same thing, me and Deacon Q were talking about this, did he come out of One West? One West is too stupid. They on the East Coast, so why they calling themselves One West? They're on the East Coast. They should be calling One East, but they One West. This is the stupidity that they go through. So they can't figure out, and so then they want to come at Dr. Shaul. See, they want to come at certain people because when they can't pinpoint that the letters that I got didn't come through them, that irritates them. It irritates them to where their so-called scholars don't add up to dog crap. And I prove it. Not every time. I prove it every week. That what they teach is stupidity. Every week, I show you the stupidity that they teach. This is the issue they have. So people want to talk about, they have an issue with this, they have an issue with him, they have an issue with me about this. That's the issue. Because they would love for it where I came through them.
Because you're not in their pocket. Most pastors
Bingo.
and most of them in their pocket. When you're in
Bingo.
their pocket, you got to follow their rules. When you're not in your pocket, you your own man or your own woman, you can speak and say what you want to.
Same
That's
thing.
just how it is.
Same thing as people. A lot of people don't know. Anybody know that John MacArthur? John MacArthur. He's up in Panorama City, out here in California. Very well known so-called preacher. Shut him down in 2 minutes. Shut him down in 2 minutes. Why? He dumb as a box of rocks when it comes to James White in Arizona. Dumb as a box of rocks. You have all these people that sit there and they'll tell you about what they speak. Tell you what, how you gonna have a person, their first language is English, how is that person gonna teach you Hebrew or Greek? And their first language is English. This shows you how shady they are. The first language is English, but they're gonna teach you another language. And all you gotta do is pull a Greek person who speak all they speak is Greek and say, okay, talk to him. I promise you, they can't. I promise you, you can't. This is the stupidity that they do. And then they want to tell you they want to be the authority of it. So then what they do, the same thing they're doing with this video. So now they want to sit there and say, okay, we're going to be the authority over this video. But it's certain parts in this video we don't want to show you because it's more under the investigation. We want to make sure everything is cool. Really? How's everything cool? But you've seen the video. But the video's under investigation. How was George Floyd video under investigation and a man just on his neck? What part you have to pick apart on that? Because they look at us like we're stupid. That's our problem. So the same thing is they'll try to keep you from talking. They'll try to keep you from calling. They'll try to keep you from doing everything. Stop playing the game with them. When you call them up, you don't have to sit there and hold your tongue. Well, sir, please. Let them know, hey, you do this. Ma'am, you need to hold. No, wait, hold up. You wait a minute. Because last I know, you at work, and I know when you get your check, you sign your check on the back. So that lets me know you ain't there on your own. You work for somebody. Who you work for is why I put you is on the front. You work for me. And you need to remind some cops of that. Let them know. So y'all need to stop playing that game with them. And trying to see if we got everybody else. So we got everybody else. I'm just trying to check to make sure because I got rid of that one. I don't know why Deacon Q didn't get rid of him. Okay.
Somebody else comment something?
No, I'm looking at it. Okay.
Somebody else talking crazy?
Yeah. Oh no. We good. No, I already took him out.
Oh yeah.
No, we good. We took him out. Yeah. So the main thing is everybody just need to make sure you call those numbers. Lock them in. Call it. Lock those numbers in. You call them. And if you want to sit there and say y'all was stupid for what you was stupid. You guys a fool for what you was doing. Stop playing the game with them. See, because as long as they can take that power from you, actually, I tell you what, the best one y'all remember before I let you go. And most of my class know this. Remember when Nebuchadnezzar wanted one of them three boys to bow down and they didn't do it and he called them all to him, didn't he? He said, we ain't gonna hold our tongue, but we getting ready to tell you. They didn't fear him.
You're right.
Stop fearing these boys. Because that's what they want to do. They feel they can talk to you and put fear in you. Same thing when I go walking in the mornings, you know, based on how people like to lead, how they like to walk around, they don't like to put their dogs on a leash. And I don't want your dog by me at all. So I walk with a bat. Oh, my wife will tell you, it's a whole different ball game when they see me. See, because when they see me, and you know how some people
never told me that.
Oh yeah, so how some people had a dog leash, they had a dog leash kind of long. When I didn't have my bat with me, they'll leave the dog leash long. They see that.
I have Mace with me for the dog.
Oh no, that bat works different. They see that bat, they get that dog. They see me coming. I ain't no little guy. I'm 6'2", so they see they tighten up on that bat. I mean, up on that collar. I don't say anything. All I'm saying is, your dog come over here, your dog gonna meet bat. He gonna meet bat. Because I'm not here to play games with you at all. I'm a walk, Your dog stay on his side, I stay on my side. I don't want your dog sniffing me. I don't want your dog to sit there and act like he crazy. See, don't have him off a leash. Cause I'm gonna warn you before the dog get here. Cause the dog come over here, I ain't care less if you running up to me with a tail wagging. Dog gonna meet back. These are zero-sum games.
Harold, I hate to tell you this, but I gotta tell y'all this. And this is kind of funny in a way, but I was walking over to my sister-in-law's house. And this dog, big old German Shepherd dog, was in heat. The body part hanging down. Dog chasing me straight down Fifth Avenue. It's a straight shot. I'm running from this dog because I'm scared this dog is supposed to rape me. The dog was speeding up trying to catch me. The cars were blowing their horns and laughing. Nobody stopped to help me. I end up kicking in a door in a restaurant to get in to run from the dog. That's a true story.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, people. I'm gonna tell you, a bat works wonders, boy. Because I'm gonna tell you, them people they sit there. There's one dude. He know his dog almost met it. Cause he was walking and he left his leash long, and I'm walking. See, now I'm left-handed, and he seen the bat was in my right hand, so he left the leash long as he's walking right towards me, and the dog kind of got by me, and I put it in my left hand. He tried to giggle. I just looked at him like, yeah, dude, if he come over here, you got a dead dog.
You're a slugger.
Yeah, cause I'm not. Oh no, it's a metal bat. It's a metal bat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So even a cop seen me. He pulled around. He said, who you got that bat for? I say for anybody. He said for anybody. He said, okay. He said, I guess I don't have to worry about protecting you. I said, no, you ain't got to worry about that. All right, have a good day, sir. He went on about his business. And I had a sister ask me, she said, everything okay? Yeah, I said, I got it mainly for dogs. I told her, sister, yeah, it's for dogs. But with them, you ain't got to tell them what that bat is for, because the bat is not illegal to carry.
Right.
And I know he knew why I was carrying it. I clearly know he knew why I was carrying it. Because you got a lot of them like to walk their dogs and they don't want to put them on a leash. He knows that. So why you going to walk a dog? And it's a leash law in California. A lot of people don't know it, but they know it. It's a leash law in California. And they should get cited for that, for not having a dog on a leash, and they know this. So I'll be judge and jury on that. But let me go ahead and go out because I got some little kids I gotta take care of, and but you guys please make sure that you guys do not forget. Call that number. You let them know you want to know what's going on with that case and that family. Don't sit there just saying they need to release the video public. That family need to see that video. And see, and I know his son looked at what they showed. Because one of them said they don't even know how he did it. But they need to literally show them that video. You see, and the main thing is, even with George Floyd, they're going to give the family $26 million. They're already admitting guilt right there. That's automatic. So when they go to court to see if he was guilty or not, that's stupidity. Because nowhere in the world they were going to give that family $26 million if they didn't think he was guilty.
It was a sad show. It was for TV. That's why it's called programming.
Yeah.
It's just for TV.
Yeah.
Rating.
Yeah. So my thing is.
Elder,
yes.
There's another case. It'll be hitting the news pretty soon. A guy in Virginia, down the road from North Carolina, up the road from North Carolina, a black man. The cop dropped him off. His car broke down, and the cop gave him a ride home. And something happened, and he called 911. The guy didn't. The same cop came back, and he had a cell phone in his hand. The cop shot him 10 times.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I sent you a link. And the lawyer, he didn't die. He is critical right now, but yeah, the cop shot him 10 times. The guy didn't, and the guy was on the phone with 911 when the cop started shooting.
Yeah. So you know, but until we sit there and we get together and literally demand what's going to go on. See, because I'm gonna tell you, the easiest way you can break somebody, the easiest way. See, because what most of us like to do is go out and we start looting in our own neighborhoods. You don't do that. That's the worst thing to do. Cut your money off. That's all you do. Simplest thing to do. Cut your money. I tell you what. You cut that off, you're gonna see how more effective you're gonna be. I tell you, same thing. You can go in certain communities, and same thing. People can sit there. You can take something that's popular that a lot of black people buy, which can easily be found out what is bought majority by a lot of black people in the United States. Sit there and say, well, I'll tell you what, we done with you. Send them a letter. Say, well, I'll tell you what, if you behind this and this is what you want to hold to, we can't support you unless you get this right. Guarantee you, they will turn. They'll sit there and try to hold their guns the first time, but as soon as they see you serious, because our thing is, we'll hold it for 2 days and we'll go right back to it. Cut them off, like they don't even exist anymore. These are all simple things you can do. Simple things. Same thing. You know, you're gonna have these same little stupid cops. And same thing in North Carolina. Every year they gonna call trying to ask for donations to support whatever the dumb thing they doing. You sit there and you let them know. Is y'all sending any of that money to Andrew Brown, to their family? See, that's the first thing should come out your mouth. Are you gonna send anything to them? Oh no, so we don't. No, if you're not sending nothing to them, then there's no reason for us to talk. That's all black people should be saying. Stop playing the game. Yeah, Elder T.
Yeah, when you check out the video, that's what's on the video. A lot of people, like Martin Lawrence, his family, Trayvon Martin, his family, they found out that she's been getting all that money, and they're asking where's their cut because their son died, and blase and blase. So when you check out that video, all that's in the video.
Yeah, but guess what? Everybody need to stop giving money to a cause just because they got a cause up. If you can't do your own due diligence and find out what are you guys going to do with this money, I don't get it. I truly don't get it. If you sit there and they sitting there saying we raising money, same thing like people do in the church. They'll sit there, we $1,400 short. We need for what? Nobody don't ask them for what. What you need $1,400 more for? For what? Or we trying to reach our mark? Mark to do what? Well, that's the mark we know. Oh, for what? Nobody asked no questions. Same as Black Lives Matter. They didn't ask no questions. They got $10.2 billion. Now you got these families gonna sit there and where's they cut? Guarantee they ain't gonna, unless they can make some noise. I guarantee they're gonna give them something to make them shut up. But this is our problem. We got to stop being so gullible about this, and we need to go back and look at our history, our money. I tell you what, everybody wants to always sit there and talk about Black Wall Street, Black Wall Street, Black Wall Street, Black Wall Street. You got to remember the history. People forget the history and the foundation on what they did. Why Black Wall Street was so strong, and most people don't know it. Everybody want to talk about people with this and people with that. Black Wall Street was strong as they was for a reason. Their money turned over 12 times before it went out that community. Most people can't even tell you that. That's why they were so strong. It had turned over 12 times before it went out that community. Today, our money don't turn over one time. You get paid today, you go give it to the agent place tomorrow. Done. Then the first thing we do, we look down the street. Dang, why community don't look like their community? Because you let them take everything out of it. You let them take everything out of it. And then they only come in to do what? To do just what you see right here. They come in there, they'll gun down Andrew Brown, and we'll sit right there, and we'll go on Facebook. This is the bad thing that happened. Besides, a lot of people sitting up there, hey, what do you got? Hey, what y'all going? This family need to see it. And it's relentless. See, they're going, well, can you stop calling so we can handle our bit? Hey, won't they? No, this is your business. You let them, this is your business. Take care of this. When this is taken care of, when we know that's taken care of, then we might stop calling. But until this is taken care of, no, you're going to hear from me again. You don't stop. And they'll get the picture. I promise you they'll get the picture. Because we've done it too many times. A lot of people don't even know when the thing with George Floyd, the dang chief of police was calling me. And I know a lot of y'all didn't know that. Now I can tell you more details about it, but I don't even get into it. But the main thing is, it's a whole nother ball game was there. Based on what was going on. But the main thing is, stop playing games. Don't let them blow. The only difference between you and them is what you really believe in and what you're willing to die for. Because when they sit there and they see you're not going to bend, then they already know it's nothing they can do. Stop giving them the upper hand. Stop giving it to them. Same thing. You cut off people for a reason. You cut them off for a reason. You sit there and you can, I guarantee you, everybody can go in a black community and you'll see nothing but Asian stores there. Asian stores. And you'll run in there and buy what you gotta buy. Hey, what's up, man? And they're gonna talk little slang to you. You cool with it. Someone will hire your own people to make it look cool. No. As far as you're concerned, they can close down. As far as you're concerned, they can close down. And this Alex Davis, I need to see you. Because if I don't see you, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to take you out. Because I don't know you, Alex Davis. So, Alex Davis, I need to see you. I ain't got time to play games with you, dude. Yeah. One second, you guys. That's how you take care of that one. Yeah, but that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. So until you guys do that, you know, we're gonna always be dealing with this. We're always gonna be dealing with people such as him, and we won't never be able to get nothing done. But when something goes on, if everybody rally and sit there and say, "We're not gonna put up with it. We're gonna call and make sure this is gonna happen," guarantee they start changing. But then the same thing is when they continually do this and you stop putting up with it, see, they already know what they got to deal with. But then the same thing is we keep voting for the same people because that's what a lot of people like to do. Well, I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna still vote. I'm still vote. And just because they look like you, and if they don't do what they're supposed to do, because some people say, "Well, I'm gonna go vote because he's black." Okay, if you want to go vote, you go vote because he's black. But you tell him if he don't do what he do, he gonna have 2 terms. He gonna have that 1 term. He gonna be in there for 2 years, and you get somebody else. until they take care of their business. And see, and I even hate to say it more than anything, you have people who sit there who don't play the game, and for their own people. And the same thing like what I said. Well, I hate to say it. You got AOC out of New York, little Latino girl. Well, a young woman, but I'm just saying girl, sitting there. Don't think they don't fear this woman. Don't think they don't fear her. And men should be doing what she's doing. But you see, she's not sitting there trying to. She's not trying to get a accolade. She's not trying to sit there to be the most popular by saying. She's sitting there telling you straight up what's right and what's wrong. And seeing the same thing, we got an issue because we'll look at her and say, well, she's for her people. Okay, she's Latino. Okay, so what's the problem? She need to be fighting for her people. Whites gonna fight for their people.
Elder, that's what I was just saying.
Yeah.
That's what I was just saying.
Yeah.
Everybody in their own state need to do something.
Yeah. So, but the same thing like I'm saying. AOC, they fear this woman. They fear, I guarantee you, if Andrew Brown was a Latino, that'd probably be the worst thing that could have happened. Probably the worst thing could have happened, because I guarantee you she'll be in North Carolina turning that place upside down. AOC. I know most people know who she is, because she's not one about games. So I respect her. I respect her because, I'll tell you what, she makes sure she's doing what's right. But the main thing is, most people don't even know why. Well, I believe I know why she went to Texas. The main reason Texas, why? So a whole lot of Mexicans there. A whole lot of Latinos there. So she went there and she raised money in old dumb state. Cause you got old dumb I forgot that old dummy who tried to lead town while the pandemic was going out. He tried to cut out. So these things we gotta watch. But let me go ahead and go out because I gotta deal with some kids. But the main thing is, make sure you guys use that number. Call them. You catch them today. They ain't did it. Catch them tomorrow. Think about it. Catch them in the afternoon. You think about it again. Call them that evening. Think about it. Catch them the next day. Until they release that video to their family. They shouldn't rest. Because their family can't rest. So, with that, you guys, I'm going to get ready to go on out of here because I got to go with some kids, get ready to go on this other side. And but you guys make sure you take care of this. Because same thing is, I'm going to take care of my end. Hopefully you guys take care of your end. So with that, I appreciate everybody. And I'll be getting with a lot of people over here on the other side. Some of the people in the back I'll be dealing with anyway. So I'm not going to even, well, I still got to change that because the kids going to come through on another side. But other than that, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. But make sure you guys put in those calls. So from that, for everybody on the YouTube side, that's